Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Positively Insane Podcast. I am Kevin Alexander, and I will be your host and spirit guide for the next 15 minutes of your life. I'm going to be multitasking again on this episode, doing some dishes, so sorry if I get a little distracted from time to time. But I think I got this. Everyone's trying to tell me I can't fucking multitask, but I'm gonna. Anyway, on this episode, I want to talk about the difference between what's funny and what's fucked up. And now, obviously, that's kind of a subjective thing, you know? What's funny to me is not going to be funny to you. What's offensive to me or fucked up to me is not going to be fucked up to you. But at the same time, I think there are some pretty basic fucking bare bones guidelines that the average person can agree on, where we draw the line between funny and fucked up. Now, for the most part, I consider myself somewhat of a fucking savage on Facebook and social media in general. I mean, if it's funny to me, I post it. I don't really worry too much about offending people, but at the same time, I don't go out of my way to post extremely fucked up things. I try to maintain a balance between positive, funny, a little bit of dark humor, some negativity, because I just can't be positive 24/7. I don't know how anybody can without being fake. So, I throw in some negative shit in there, but usually with somewhat of a humorous twist. I try to be funny. But it wasn't until, the last couple of weeks that I really started taking notice of, cruel and fucked up posts. I joined a couple of private meme groups that I was under the impression were supposed to be, humor oriented, all for shits and giggles, because I'm all about fucked up humor. I'm all about, I got a dark sense of humor. I'm all about that shit. But I started seeing some really just downright mean fucking posts. Just raunchy, fucking cruel things. And I don't get that for the most part. But I'll get to that. I'll get back to that in a minute. Really, what made me decide to make this episode is, I don't know if I got any UFC fans out there, but the Ronda Rousey Amanda Nunes fight, where spoiler alert, fucking Ronda got herself fucking assassinated. She just straight got herself fucking assassinated, and I felt terrible for the girl. I've been a big fan of Ronda's. For a few years, the only time I've ever bought a UFC magazine was because she was on the cover. Because let's face it, the UFC magazine is kind of just a big-ass cock tease. Who wants to look at pictures? Who wants to look at fucking pictures of people fighting? But, getting off topic here. Anyway, so Ronda got her ass handed to her. And, people just ran. People just fucking ran with it. Like, so many, there's just before the night was even out. The night wasn't even, Ronda probably hadn't even got back to her fucking hotel room to relax, and the memes were all over the internet. Just fucking brutal memes. And, when Ronda lost the title to fucking Holly Holmes, she dealt with some fucking depression and suicidal thoughts, and she really struggled. Losing a fight when you think you're invincible is a tough one, as it is. But losing the championship like she did, I don't know. I'm getting off topic again. Point is, I feel terrible for her, and these memes are just awful. I can't even imagine, losing the most important fight of your career live on television in front of the fucking entire world, and then waking up the entire internet, the entire fucking internet, just reaming your asshole out with these really cruel. They're not funny at all. They're just mean fucking mean-spirited memes. And it doesn't just stop there. Like, you know, it goes way beyond Rhonda. There are these groups, there are these people, I mean, they post fucked up shit like pictures of dead bodies, you know, dead prostitutes. You know, like, there's this woman I saw today, literally just today, this dead woman laying in a pile of garbage. Somebody killed her, left her in a pile of trash, and the meme was like, use a curling iron to warm up a dead prostitute's vagina or some shit. You know, I'm missing the punchline here. But it's that type of shit. Or, you know, a woman, looked like an Asian woman, and 2 young children hanging at the park, literally hanging by their necks. They were hung. I don't know if this was suicide or murder, but they're hanging from a branch at the park, just dead as fuck. And it's just like, yeah, me and the kids hanging out at the park. Like, that's not funny. That's fucked up. I mean, somebody died. You know, there's a tragedy here, and it's not funny. I mean, there's 2 poor children, let alone, you know, the woman, and it's like these. I mean, come on. Where is the humor in that type of shit? How do you not feel a little bit dirty at the end of the day when you make something like that? And not just when you make something like that, but how do you not feel a little bit dirty when you laugh at something like that? You know what I mean? How shitty does your life have to be for you to go that fucking dark? For you to go that goddamn low and make a joke out of the end of someone's life? You know, that's somebody's family. That's somebody's fucking wife or daughter, children and grandchildren. I mean, what the fuck happened there? But to you, it's a joke, you know? And I don't mean you as the listener, but to you as the person that created it, and you as the people that laughed about it. You know, and what Ronda Rousey's done, I mean, she fucking hands down, changed the fucking face of mixed martial arts forever. All right? She fucking made it. She made it acceptable for women to fight in the UFC and be taken seriously. I mean, she changed mixed martial arts forever, and she was a dominant champion. 12 straight fucking wins in a row. I mean, go watch her highlight reel. You're gonna fucking see these memes all over the internet, you know, just bashing her and tearing her down. You know what? Fuck that. Go watch her highlight reel and remember why she's gonna be remembered as one of the fucking greatest of all time. You know, just these last 2 fucking fights, that don't mean shit. She had a fucking career, an amazing 12-win streak. You know, she's not famous for no fucking reason. You don't remember her for these last couple of losses. I mean, she's got so much going for her. She ain't got to get back in the fucking octagon. She got nothing to prove. She's got a fucking fantastic career ahead of her. She's young. She's gorgeous. She ain't got to take punishment no more. She got nothing left to prove. She moved fucking mountains for women in mixed martial arts. She moved fucking mountains. And all you assholes out there fucking posting these terribly embarrassing and just hurtful, cruel fucking things. It's like, fuck you. What the fuck have you done? You know, what the fuck have you done with your life? What are you doing? Where are you living? Where are you working? You know, who's going to remember you when you fucking die? Who's going to fucking talk about you and what you've done? You know, well, how many covers, how many magazines are you in? How many fucking movies you been in? You know, how many fucking fights you won? What have you fucking done, buddy? You know, I mean, come on. Your claim to fame is tearing down Ronda Rousey, fucking posting memes about dead people, fucking making jokes about, you know, a terrible tragedy. What the fuck, guys? Come on. There is a huge fucking line between funny and fucked up. And this shit's fucked up. Now, you can go dark. I go dark all the time. But I don't target individuals. You know, when I post something, because every now and then, quite often, you know, I talk a lot about positivity. And this whole podcast is about positivity. Well, I'm going to open it up a little bit, because I feel a little too restricted just being positive. I'm running out of topics here. But overall, my general point that I try to drive home at the end of the day is something positive. And get the fuck out of here, cat. I'm trying to do shit. Seriously. I'm doing dishes, bro. I'm working here. All right, thank you. And now you got me fucked up, cat. Now you got me fucked up. Thanks a lot. Now I don't remember what the hell I was talking about. Anyway, yeah. So the point being, my general focus, my overall message that I try to drive home is positivity. But at the same time, you can't always be positive. You got to open that shit up with a little bit of negativity. I understand that. You got to balance your yin with a little bit of fucking yang. I get that. And other people should get that too. It's not all day happy fuck fest. All right? Shit's got to come out. You got to sort out your emotions. Sometimes you got to do it in a little bit of a negative way. But I try, like I said earlier, to put a humorous spin on it. And so I do that. I mean, I post fucked up shit, and I make fun of, maybe groups or, types of people or social situations and shit like that. But I do not target individuals. I do not kick people when they're down. And when I see that type of behavior, it pisses me off. It really does, because you don't have to be a fucking, a straight douche wizard all the time. You can work out your negative emotions and not be such a cunt about it. You know what I mean? And I just don't. It really. I hate to use the word triggered, because that's such a 2016 fucking social justice warrior word. And but I mean, I can't think of a different word to say it. When I see people being intentionally cruel for apparent laughs, because I gotta be honest with you, people. I don't see anybody laughing. I see a whole lot of people saying, damn, that's fucked up, but not saying anything about it. I see a lot of people saying, damn, that's savage. There's a difference between being savage and being a fucking piece of shit. You know what I mean? I consider myself a savage. I will post a fucking hilarious meme about how a girl can cheat on her boyfriend too while she's got a fucking face full of spunk. That to me is funny. I got chewed out for that the other day. I fucking posted a picture. This girl covered in man juice, holding up a sign saying, I can cheat too, buddy. And I thought that was hilarious. Good for you, girl. I mean, put that shit out there. Don't get walked on. I got shit for that. Why? Because this girl has some fucking jizz on her face? Like, come on. Like, we ain't all seen fucking girls with jizz on their face. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing fucking unique. This is 2017 now. But nobody's saying shit about all these awful things about Rhonda. All these fucking, I'm repeating myself. I'm rambling. You get the point. You get the fucking point. Don't be such an ass, don't be such a fucking ass. You don't have to tear people down, to make people laugh. You don't have to be a cruel asshole to make yourself feel better. Fucking work on your personality. Figure out your skills. What makes you unique other than being a fucking cunt? And I don't mean that. I know a lot of people hate that word, but that's what these people are being. I'm running out of time. I'm sorry this kind of turned out to be a straight rant. But there was a positive meaning behind it. I'm going to open up this show, to involve more topics, maybe a little bit longer time frame here. More guests, talk about music, a few other things, some UFC, whatnot. I'll talk more about that in the next episode. But you can find me on Twitter at PositivelyIPC. You can hit me up on Gmail, positivelyinsane podcast@gmail.com. Find me on Facebook, Jasmine the Destroyer. look me up on YouTube, Positively Insane Podcast. Hit me up, follow me, give me a